I know. I was wondering if you would make it. I hear you. I'm telling you. Hey, Betty, thanks for joining us, girlfriend.
Hey, thank you.
You made it, Monica. Good job. Mary can scoot over. Just ask her. She's a nice girl. Betty, can you hear me? I just want to make sure your sound is okay.
Hey, yes, thank you.
Cool. Thank you, girlfriend. I'm like all wound up in this. I can never get this right. It's like putting my shirt on is a challenge. Imagine this. Thank you for voting, Mary. Thank you for voting. It's important stuff. I forgot it was voting day. Y'all should vote. All right. Hey, guys. We're going to start just because, I like to start and end on time. I don't always do that, but that is always my goal. So let's begin. I'm Anna. We have 60 minutes and it's never enough time for me. So start wherever you'd like, on your back in butterfly or on your knees in child's pose or any variation. Just settle in. Settle into your physical space, your yoga mat, the space around you. I'll start to push out any thoughts, anything that came before right now that can distract you from what you're here for. I hope what you're here for is to breathe, to get clear, to sweat out anything that is holding you back from your best. Fill up your lungs all the way when you breathe in. Hold it for a beat and then push that air out, all the way out. And hold it for a beat at the bottom and start again. Three more big breaths here. One more breath. Push that air out. Come on to your hands and knees for tabletop. You'll take cow and then cat. 5 full rounds. 5 full rounds of breath. Hold where you want to. Move around as much as you want to. One more round. Take modified side plank on the right hand down, right knee down, stretch your left arm up and open, stretch your left leg back, peel your toes apart, lift your heart up, open up, breathe. And then reach your left arm forward toward the front of the room, round your body like a rainbow, stretch out your side ribs. Keep breathing. Switch to the other side. First, start with the opening, left hand, left knee down, stretch your right leg, your right arm up, pull your chest open. Be soft with your left elbow, your left shoulder, peel your left shoulder open. Stretch out through your neck and spine. And take that side stretch. Reach forward, press your ribs up, pull your core in. And look down to your mat. Take downward facing dog. Heel out, pedal out your knees. Move your hips around, stretch out your spine. Lots of breath. You're here to breathe. Notice your core. Start to engage your core from your pelvic floor up towards your belly button, your lower ribs down. Peel your left leg up. Open up your hip, bend your knee. You can drop to your forearms or you can stay. And take that giant step forward. Drop your right knee down. You'll take a low lunge here. Good. Press your hips forward. Lift your chest up. You're going to soften in your right hip flexor. Squeeze your glutes. And take a twist to the left. You can lift your knee up or keep it down. You decide what you need. You'll come back to center. Drop your right knee down. Stretch your left leg straight for a single-legged split. Press your hips back. Peel your toes apart. Couple more breaths. One more breath. You'll come forward, take the high push-up, lower all the way to the ground. Take a cobra and a downward facing dog. Opposite side, lift your left leg up, bend your knee, open up. Flex your foot. Or right leg up, whatever it is. You guys know. Stretch apart your toes, your fingers. All through your spine. Take that lunge, drop your left knee, lift your chest up, sink your hips, but firm up in your hips. Squeeze your glutes. The top of your foot is pressing down, maybe press down so you lift your left knee up. Just press your left foot down a little. One more breath here. Take that twist to the right. There's no right way, there's your way, what you're feeling out. Single-legged split. Come forward to your high push-up. You'll lower again, either all the way or halfway. Take your back bend. If you want it, pull your chest open. Downward facing dog, press it back. Big breath in together. And a ha. Walk your feet to your hands, hang in ragdoll. You have 5 breaths here. Turn your feet to 12 o'clock. Ground through the mounds of your feet. You do not need your toes here, so don't put any pressure on your toes. Press through your heels, the balls of your feet. 3 more breaths. Rinse your spine like a waterfall from your tailbone all the way through the top of your head. All right, breathe in, lift up halfway. Forward fold in half. Lift and lengthen. Bow. Take one more, chest open. Roll yourself. And come up to standing. Have your hands by your side, palms open, roll your shoulders onto your back. Take a big breath in. Go ha. Breathe in, reach up, take that high mountain. On your exhale, fold. Lift and lengthen. High to low push up when you breathe out. Take your back bend on the inhale, down dog on your exhale. We'll start to move. Take a big breath in. Breathe out, move your feet to the top. Halfway lift, fill up, bow. Right mountain, fold in half. Lengthen. Take your flow. Breathe in. Breathe it out. Big breath in. You'll move when you exhale. Halfway. Forward fold. Rise high. Press your feet. Squeeze your thighs. Fold in half. Halfway lift up. Low push up. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Breathe in together. Breathe out, we'll move to the top, both feet. Halfway lift, forward fold. Rise, get big, spread wide. Bow down. Halfway lift up, low push up. Take that big breath. Downward facing dog. You'll do one more. Fill up. When you breathe out, let's go to the top. Halfway, forward fold, mountain pose. Dive down. Lengthen out. Take the flow. Upward, press through your palms, downward facing dog. Come forward to high push up. Lift your hips. Squeeze your core. Fill your pelvic floor hugging in by tucking your pelvis under. Keep lift. Push the ground down with your palms. 3 more breaths. Keep your elbows soft. Soften your elbows just a little bit. Good. Keep breathing. 1 more breath. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe it out. Breathe in. Look forward. Breathe out. Lift your heels. Bend your knees, both feet. Halfway. Forward fold. Chair. Stay or take 5 pulses. Soften your knees. Keep hugging knees, your thighs, your butt, your core. Kind of sit lower. Sit lower. Sit all the way to the ground. Boat. Lift your heels up. Press your chest forward. Actually, take your hands by your side. Spider finger your hands by your side on the ground. Good. Now lift your heels up. Slowly drop them down. Use your core the whole way. Lift up. Lower them down. Lift up. Lower down. 2 more. Lift. Lower. 1 more. Lift, but hold. Hold it here. Hold it there. Pull your ribs down to your belly button, your pelvis up toward your belly button. Now lower to a hover. Lower to a hover. Pause. Pause right there. 3, breathe. 2, squeeze your core down to the floor. 1, lay down, pull your knees into your chest. Hug in. Flex your toes. Rock yourself back up to a seat. Grab your block, squeeze it between your calf muscles. Okay, hands by your side, just like they were. Roll back a little bit. Good. So you're on that space between your sit bones and your low back. Now try to straighten your legs out a little bit. Roll to your right hip. Good. Now lift up. Lowered back down to the same side. Lift up, back down to the same side. Lift up. Good. Use your legs, use your core. You can be micro movements here. Pull in, press down. 3 more. Good. Just breathe. All right. 1 more. Back to center. Drop your heels. Take a break. Take a break. Take a breath. Some of you are like, thank God I brought my own spongy block that doesn't weigh 3 pounds. You know, maybe next time. All right, let's go to the other side. Lift your legs up, roll to your left hip, roll to the flush, lift your legs, lower your legs. It can be 6 inches, it can be 12, whatever feels good, what gives you the most access to your core. Lift and lower. Pull your core down toward the floor. Keep going. 3 more. Breathe. I'm more of a micro movement kind of girl, but you guys can be as bold as you want. All right, come back to center. Hold it. All right, you can lay down. Fine, lay down. Take a happy baby. Pull your knees down, press your feet up, stretch your toes out. Drop your head down. If you want a wide straddle, take that on. Let's rock and roll. You're gonna come to chair pose. So get some motion here. Forward fold. Lift halfway. Take the flow. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Breathe in. Pull your right knee. Tricep. Breathe it out. Swing it to the left. Back to the right. Press back. Down dog. Go on your left side. Switch legs. Lift and lengthen. Pull into your left tricep. Swing it to the right. Tick tock. Left. Press it back. Down dog. 4 more. You've got this. We're doing all our core right now. Tick tock. Press it back. Left leg. Good, you guys. Move with your breath. Find your core. This is all about your center. Also, the strength of your back, arms, your legs. You move and breathe. Find your ninja strength. 2 more. Each side. You got this. Move and breathe. After your down dog. Ah. 2 more breaths. Use your hands, press them down. Use the strength of your legs to push your hips up. Keep your knees soft. Breathe in, look forward. Breathe out, lift your heels, bend your knees, move both feet. Lift and lengthen, fold in half, chair pose, 1 breath. Forward fold, bow down. Halfway lift up, high to low push up. Upward facing, downward facing dog, right side, warrior 1. You'll pause here. Feet, rotate your left toes to the top left corner of your mat so you can soften your left knee. Keep your left knee soft. Press your left heel down. That's so good. Squeeze your glutes. Lift your heart. Get big. Spread wide. Take 1 more breath and look to the ground. Take your flow. Press through your palms. Downward facing dog. Left side. Warrior 1. Find your feet. Find your core. Lift your heart. Open up. Squeeze your glutes. 1 more big breath in. Get big. Spread wide. Look to the flow. Full breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in. And inhale. Move on your exhale, both feet. halfway, forward fold. You have chair, sit low, bow down, halfway lift, low push up, upward facing, downward facing, dog warrior, warrior two. Hold this warrior two. Ground your feet, squeeze your butt, pull your core. Squeeze your muscles in. Have your elbows soft so they're not hyperextending. Bend your elbows a little bit to really squeeze your arm muscles in. Yes. Hell yeah, Cindy. Squeeze it in. Breathe. Your next inhale, reach forward. Your exhale, reach back. You'll hold here. Hold and breathe. You're going to move to humble warrior. Interlace your hands at your low back or simply cross your arms behind you, bow over or in between your right thigh. Drop your head. Press through your right foot. Stretch out your toes. Yes, so good. Drop your head as much as you can. Just 2 more breaths here. Soften your toes. All right, your next inhale, release your hands, plant them into the ground. Low push up, breathe it out. Upward facing. Downward facing. Hug. Left side, warrior one. Go. Pause. Turn your left knee to your left pinky toe. Good, now squeeze your left hamstring. Squeeze your right thigh. Squeeze your arm muscles in. Focus on your breath. Get big and strong. We stretch out through our fingers. On your next inhale, reach forward. Your exhale, reach back. Pause and breathe here. Release your hands back behind you or cross your arms, bow down, humble warrior. Drop your head wherever it is. Just shake it out. One more breath. On your inhale, lift up, plant your hands, lower on your exhale. Take the back bend, downward facing dog. Ha. We're going to do 1 full round of not all that together. No humble warrior, but warrior 1, warrior 2, reverse warrior. All right. But we start in chair because that's what we do. Take a big breath in. Breathe out, lift your heels, bend your knees, jump up halfway, forward fold, chair pose, bow down, halfway lift, low push up, upward facing, downward facing dog, right side warrior, open warrior 2, reverse your warrior, take the flow. Breathe in, breathe out. Go on your left side, your foot from your core, reach your arms up, spread your arms wide, reach back. Low push up. Squeeze through your glutes, squeeze arms, downward facing dog. Step your right foot to crescent lunge. Airplane. Squeeze your left glute, your left calf muscle. Stretch your toes out. 5 knee bends or stay in your stillness. Keep lifting up through your heart, pulling your arm muscles onto your back. All right, now listen up, guys. Come to stillness. You're going to cactus your arms or spread them wide. Anything that gets you to squeeze your scapula together, you're going to take revolved half moon from here. On your right foot, you're going to reach your left arm down toward the ground, but don't touch the ground. Left arm down. Keep squeezing through your right scapula, through your left glute. Chair pose. And stay in your twist. Or reset it, open twist, whatever you need. Breathe. Press through your heels. Press equally through both feet. Ragdoll. 3 breaths. Crow. Pull your core toward your belly button. Keep lifting up. Pull your heels towards your glutes. Flex your feet. So good. Press through your hands. Shoot back. Vanessa, shoot. You've got that. Yes. Low push up. We'll all meet in down dog. However you want to get there. 3 breaths in down dog or plank or anything you need. Child's pose. If you're taking your plank, soften in your elbows. So you use those tricep muscles. Pull your core. Press your hips up. Good. Downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward. Crescent lunge. Armpits open. Fingers spread wide. Pull your muscles onto your back. Take off. Airplane. Squeeze your right glute. Flex your right toes. Lift your chest. Take some knee bends or stay in stillness, just gentle little knee bends. Notice what your knee is doing. If you see your knee move around like crazy, please add these into your daily routine. Strengthen all the tiny little muscles around your ankle and your knee. Now you start to turn open, but squeeze your muscles onto your back. Right hand down this time. Left arm reaches, but you keep pulling the muscles of your back together. Focus on one spot. And maybe you play by dropping your finger, your middle finger down to the ground and then lifting back up. Chair twist. You guys are lucky I don't call single-legged split. You know why? Because I hate that pose. Legitimately, I do. Keep breathing. Two more breaths. Gorilla. Stand on your hands. Shake out your head and neck. Soften in your knees. Maybe you bend one knee, straighten out the other, stretch out your IT bands. Soften in your shoulders right now. Soften in your... Keep the action in your legs and your feet. And take one more arm balance. If you want handstand hops, you want to go to a wall, or you want crow, or you want a deep squat or child's pose. 5 big breaths. Move through shadow can. Meet in down dog. Big breath in and a big breath out. Breathe in. Out. Look forward, move forward, both feet. Halfway lift, forward fold, mountain. Take eagle on your right. Stand on your left leg, bind your right leg. Flex your right foot. Come to Karate Kid, arms up, knees up. Take an open twist to the right. Right arm back, left arm forward. Squeeze your left glute. Breathe. You're here to play. You're here to get messy. Come to center, reach up, knee to chest, but straighten out your leg now. Straighten it out. Keep lifting. Breathe in and out through your nose. You're not here to be perfect. All right, airplane to half moon. Flex through your toes, squeeze through your back and your core. And pull yourself up to standing. Hands down, feet down. Take a go ha. Eagle on your left. Zip lock your legs. Lengthen out through the top of your head. Pull your core toward each other. Top toward bottom, sides toward middle. Karate Kid. Flex your foot, pull your toes up toward the ceiling. Twist to the left, right arm forward, left arm back. Squeeze in through your core, pull in through your back. Find your stillness. Even if it's not still, stillishness. All right, come to center, reach up, kick your leg forward, lift through your thigh, through your inner thigh, through your toes, lift your heart up. One more breath, guys. You've got this. Lift, lift, lift. All right, airplane into half moon. Move from your muscles. Move from your muscles. Flex your left foot. When you flex your foot, you can point your foot and flex your toes, but when you engage the muscles from your feet, it activates your whole leg. Squeeze your core, squeeze your back. From your core, pull yourself up to arms down, feet down. Big breath. All right, you've got either standing pigeon on the right or tree pose. The only way to rid stress from your body is crying or sweating. You may cry in this class, but I don't think it's going to be from the poses. I hope you sweat. I hope you sweat it all out. 4 more breaths. You switch to the other side. Make this yours. Your yoga is your expression of yourself for today. It doesn't stick with you tomorrow. You're here for today, for right now. So give yourself what you need right now. All right, feet down, hands down. Take a big cleansing breath. Let it out. High mountain, reach up, and you'll take your flow. Fold in half, lift and lengthen. We'll just meet in down dog anyway. Step your right foot forward to warrior two. Spread your arms wide open. Start to reach your arms forward to where you hover your right side body over your right thigh. Try to get a parallel. Keep lifting your chest up. Breathe here. 3. You can pull it or you can stay. 2. Reverse your warrior, in your front leg, and take your triangle pose. If you guys have been coming to my classes, you know my collarbone is so jacked that I can't even use my right arm when I do yoga. So I do literally almost everything elevated. Try it on your legs, your core, your back. It will all be so much stronger when we don't sink into the stability of our hands. It's not wrong, but keep your knees soft to keep your leg muscles activated. One more breath. On your next inhale from your core, pull yourself to standing. Turn all 10 toes to the left, spread your feet wide, and dive down. Straddle forward fold. You have 10 breaths here if you want to take, or a headstand, center splits. You do what you want. Do what you need. Maybe you're just working to get your forearms to the ground. Five more breaths. All right, if you're upside down, pull your feet to the ground. We'll all lift up halfway, arms to cactus. Forward fold, bow down. Use the strength of your legs, your back, your core. Lift up halfway, create length. Forward fold. Keep your knees soft. All right, next inhale, stand up. Turn all 10 forward, hop your back foot up halfway. And you will take either pyramid pose, reach up, bow down, or you can take that single-legged split if you want that. Or any variation that starts here and leads you somewhere. Four more breaths. If you want to lift up halfway and forward fold, you can. Notice when movement is both cleansing and releasing. Last breath here, you guys. We'll all meet in down dog. Step your left foot forward, warrior two. Soften in your knees, tuck your pelvis, squeeze your butt, squeeze your core, squeeze your back, extend your left arm as far as you can get it. Hover your left side body. Turn your arms open, squeeze your scapula, pull your core, pull your back, press your feet. 2 more breaths here. Stretch out through your toes. Good. Press the mounds of your feet. Reverse your warrior. Straighten your front leg. Take triangle. Soften in your left fingers. Keep pulling through your core, pushing down through your legs, lifting through your heart. Pull yourself up to standing. You'll take pyramid on your left or center split or single-legged split, whatever you did on the other side, or do something different. You have about 6 breaths. Two more breaths. All right, we'll meet in down dog. Get there with your breath, with your flow. Come forward to your high push-up. You lower slowly to the ground. You lift up for locust pose. Reach your arms back, palms face the ground. Lift your toes up. Press your pelvic floor down into your yoga mat. Squeeze your glutes. Lift your lower ribs up off your yoga mat. Take one more breath. Lower on your exhale. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Lift up one more. Locust pose. Stretch out your fingers. Pull your toes toward the back of the room. Squeeze through your midsection. Lower to the ground. Breath in and breath out. Bend both knees. Reach for your ankles, the tops of your feet. Reflex your toes. Pull them toward the ground. Now lift up for your floor bow. Pull your knees down. Kick your shin back. Pull your core up off of the floor. Good. Your toes down. Stretch them out wide. And drop to the ground. Big breath in. And uno mas. Let's go. Grab your feet. Flex them. Pull your chest up from the strength of your legs. Squeeze your glutes. Hold and breathe. All right, drop it down. Keep your knees bent and drop them side. All right, we're gonna flop onto our back, but feet at the top of your yoga mat, head at the back. It can be graceful or it can just be. Press your feet down, lift your hips up. This is it. This is it. Bridge or wheel if you're ready. Bridge or wheel. Round down to lift up. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your core, press your shoulders into your yoga mat. Stay. I want you to feel this in your hamstrings. I want you to feel this in your glutes. What is the whole point of stay? When you're like, I don't want to stay, lift your heels up. Distract yourself somehow. When that gets boring, press your heels down, lift your toes up. When that gets boring, pulse your hips up and down. When that gets boring, maybe you march your legs. You've got this though. I know that you do. You've got it. You can do anything if you breathe. Find your strength. Find your strength. It's there. Press down more, squeeze in more. One more breath. All right, drop your hips to the ground, drop your knees from side to side. Butterfly. You worked hard to get right here. Savor this right now. Savor this rest. Savor your breath, every single breath. You can stay right here, or you can move into frog. You can move into any hip opener you want, or you can stay in this one. If you're in a single-sided pose, take 2 more breaths and switch to the other side. Six more breaths. One more humongous breath in, fill up. Open mouth, exhale it out. Ah. You're going to move to fish pose. I like to take a block along my spine, or you can prop yourself up with your elbows. You could also take Eastern plank or reverse tabletop if you prefer that. Push your heart high. Soften your spine. Take 3 more big breaths. Let's take one together. Fill up. Hold it up. Exhale out. Roll off of your block. You'll move into an inversion. I like waterfall, hips on a block, legs up. You could take shoulder stand, headstand, handstand, whatever you need. Even if you're taking waterfall, after 5 breaths or so, you can even cycle through plow and deaf man's pose. Plow's a good hamstring stretch. Feel the air come in. Feel the air go out. Make it that simple. Feel your breath, hear your breath. Even though I'm injured, I come to yoga as much as I can because it's the only time I give myself all this time to breathe. Your breath is what will change your life. Take 2 more slow, big breaths. And lower to the ground. Lift your hips up if you have a block. Remove your block. Pull your knees to your chest, arms around your shin bones. Pull your lips to your knees. Hug in really tight. Kiss your knees. They're there for you. Bind your left leg over your right leg like eagle legs and drop your knees to the right, a spinal twist. You can switch to the other side. One more breath here. Make your way back to center. Give yourself one more great big hug, maybe a happy baby, maybe a wide straddle. And you'll move into your final rest. Any pose you want, but please be in a pose of stillness. That's the rest part. Grab your lavender towel if you have one at the back of your mat by your head. Fill up, take that huge breath in. Big exhale out. One more full breath in. Hold it. And let it go. Be still and rest. You have earned it. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Deep breath in. Hold. Exhale out. One more big fill up. Pause. Let it go. Start to roll your wrists. Stretch your fingers, roll your ankles, stretch your toes. Take a giant stretch on your mat. Arms back, feet forward, point and flex. And pull your knees in. One more big hug for yourself for showing up, being here, for doing the work. Fetal pose. Reset. Reset your day. Reset everything, anything you need. And push yourself up to a seat. Shoulders back, heart open, hands together, thumbs to your chest. We'll close class together with one sound of Om. Om. Big breath in. Stick out your tongue. Thumbs to your third eye. We acknowledge each other. Namaste. All right. Good morning. Like officially, good morning. You know, different good morning when you wake up from your yoga. Thank you all so much, genuinely, for being here. Betty, we love you. Come join us in person if you can. Great to see you. And if you can't join us in person, man, the virtual is awesome. Like I practice like Betty does. Video off. I got like kids and dogs. Nobody, you know, nobody needs to see that. But anyway, thank you all. If you have any questions, I might have the answer. Probably I don't, but you know, if it's about yoga, there's a possibility.